to DIGIFOX Labs. I'm Mr. Fox. Today we're going to be talking about a new project we just discovered that has potential to 100x, maybe even 1000x your portfolio over time. None of this is financial advice. What you hear here is 100% our opinion, as well as serving as a diary for us navigating this blockchain space. Also, keep in mind, we are not financial advisors. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. As we see here, the project we are going on about is called mybricsfinance.com, or more known in the blockchain space as MyBricks. It is running on the Binance Smart Chain. What is it exactly? Well, if you watched any of our videos the past couple of days and even maybe like a week or two, you'll see that we touch base with blockchain technology integrating into real estate. Yes, not just the digital assets you have on Sandbox and Decentraland and all the other projects we've discussed in metaverses, but no, actual real estate, you know, stuff that you go in and you have shelter, you watch Netflix, you watch your Hulus and all that stuff. So keep that in mind, okay? So blockchain is going to integrate with real estate in some form or fashion down the road. How is it going to do that? Well, let's get right into it now, shall we? There's potential possibilities that they can integrate it with NFTs. NFTs are nothing more than a smart contract giving ownership of certain assets. So looking right here at MyBricks, property investing for everybody. Now they take the real estate market, integrate it into blockchain, but have a twist on it, right? So you are able to invest in real estate companies on the stock market, as well as do like crowdfunding on certain businesses, so that rather than like spending millions of dollars on a hotel, rather, you just own a fractional share of said hotel, because you don't have the millions of dollars. You just say like have like 6 figures, or maybe even like, what, 3 figures, right? So what is it? In early 2022, they are launching the first stage of MyBricks platform, the MyBricks wallet. Join the waitlist today for the MyBricks wallet and claim 1,000 bricks. Now, full disclosure, we do own bricks, as well as we went ahead and did the email list that they have here. So even right now, if you just sign up and get involved with this community here, they are willing to give you 1,000 bricks 100% for free. If you join the whitelist. Scrolling down here, you can see the contract address. It's also available on CoinGecko, which, as you can see right here, as of today, it has actually quite mooned. When we first did research on this, we were looking at it when it was 0.011, and we had a bit of issues trying to swap it out on a pancake swap with the what we deduced was literally our slippage was a little bit too low because everyone's trying to get involved with this project. The volume is whoopsie daisies. The volume is $120,000. I'm assuming this is for 24 hours, so that's really low. You can also buy direct. So what does that mean? If you have a credit card, if you have a debit card, you could just click right here and it'll buy you, I believe, BNB and swap it out for you to get MyBricks. So that's a good on-ramp there. I don't know if they use Ramp or who they use. If anyone's listening to this on this team, go ahead and comment in the section below and clarify some things. So property yield distribution for holders. So as we stated before, you can invest in certain portfolios on the stock market or certain companies that have real estate portfolios if you're not a big, you know, billionaire, right? So that's exactly what this is catering to, right? So you have holders will get yield from the initial property portfolio when this is secured. See the 5 founders and 10 members of property development team here, which we'll go see the team there. They have 266-year locked liquidity. Initial liquidity was $100,000, and it was used to provide a means of launching on a platform called Unicrypt. And they've been audited by Certec. Certec is one of the leading auditors in the blockchain space. So you have 266-year locked liquidity. Now, just to give you some sort of perspective, in North America, usually you get real estate mortgages for about 30 years. You get mortgages in Japan for roughly around 90 years, maybe even 100 years. And this right here is 266 years. So with all the developers and all the founding members of this team, right, on MyBricks, they'll be long dead, as well as their children will be long dead. And this will still be operational and working as far as the liquidity is concerned. Scrolling further down. What are they building? What's the mission? Well, it is to make property investment accessible to everyone, as we indicated earlier, delivering extraordinary returns for ordinary people. So the future of MyBricks platform, you'll be able to use your Bricks tokens to purchase fractional ownership such as a portion of a hotel, such as a holiday area, such as a private island of property portfolios. Properties will generate monthly yield that will be distributed to all owners of that particular portfolio. Each portfolio will also have unique perks for owners like low-cost rental on premium accommodations, discounts at home improvement services, and much more. It'll allow you to partake in one of the most stable, high-yield generating asset classes. Bricks and mortar, without all fees, hassle, large investments amount that could come up. So we all know that real estate globally has increased exponentially, right? So within the past year, not even like that long, it's increased like what? I know in the Americas it's what, 25-30% is what's increased. Canada is around the same thing, I think even a little bit higher. Australia, China is the same thing. And you have to remember, like, real estate is massive in China. So what am I saying about China? Well, they have 1 billion people, and the number one asset that they all want to invest in is real estate. Now, the housing market is a little bit, well, actually it's quite a bit different than what it is in most of the world, because you know land is very scarce over there and they like doing high rises, so they're probably paying for a lot of studios and stuff like that. And apologies, the land is not scarce, but it's just the way the society is, right? So that's what they want. So land is scarce in like islands. So scrolling down here, let's open this tab up and we'll revisit it later on. The wallet launching, it is coming soon. So this is what the interface is going to look like. Here you have like portfolio value and BNB 0.006 BNB is almost 300 quid. So this is clearly many years out in the future what they're projecting here, but it gives you a rough idea. So you know, one brick will be like, you know, 20 pence or 20, or I guess that'd be like what, like almost 50 cents, something like that. So this is pretty much what it is. And they have a fiat on-ramp, which again, you buy BNB, and then there's your bricks right there. So scrolling further down, it looks similar to most interfaces that you would have on an app, okay? Scrolling down, it's the first step on the journey towards making property investment accessible to everyone. The foundation of MyBricks platform. We've spent the past 3 months working with our partners to design and develop a best-in-class web-based application that allows you to securely buy and store your bricks tokens and future property NFTs. As we stated earlier on in the conversation, NFTs is what they're going to be doing. So keep that in mind. When the very first MyBricks property portfolio NFT launches later in 2022. So this is definitely going to be one of those projects that you look further out in, with the portfolio launching later in 2022. So you're looking at potentially late Q1, early Q2 of 2022, I'm assuming, based off of the literature that we just read here. But that's very, very optimistic. Let's just go ahead and say Q4 of 2022, which, according to some experts on the YouTubes and technical analyses, it seems that the bull run is increasing a little bit further out. So this very well may be one of those that you hold a little small bag in after you take profits of your MyBricks and just keep your MyBricks in there. And I will potentially tell you how much MyBricks you may want to actually keep. So let's get right into it. Scrolling further down, the road to MyBricks. MyBricks wallet. Create your MyBricks wallet and undertake KYC ready for our first property portfolio launch. So why are they doing KYC? And you may think, like, oh, I'm not interested anymore. Well, look. KYC is needed in this asset class. Why is that? Well, it's real estate, is it not? You need to have some form of KYC. They're going to have to not only buy the property on your behalf and thousands of people's behalf, but then they're also going to have to know, like, who's investing this, because yes, they may own it, right, under their entity of MyBricks, but then they're going to have fractional shares of said property. To own these properties, you need to produce your identity to the government, because then that way you could declare, hey, government, this real estate property is there's something going wrong with it and MyBricks is liable, but guess what, I own partial shares, so help me out here. So that's exactly why you need KYC. In no place in the world, at least that I'm aware of, can you go and buy property or land or anything of that nature in real estate and no one know who the hell you are. It just doesn't exist, or at least not to my knowledge. Please comment below if I'm 100% wrong. And if you are in that country, let me know, because I may want to go. Buy bricks easily with your bank card. As we said, on-ramp, fiat on-ramp. Again, I don't know if they use ramp or what they use for the on-ramp, but it would be good to know, as that would be another investment opportunity, would it not? Track performance of your bricks, store MyBricks. NFT. So you store your NFTs and you store your tokens of bricks. Scrolling here, property portfolio. Browse property portfolios, which the first one is going to come out in 2022. Let's just call it middle of 2022. Sign up for portfolio launch notifications. Damn right, you better let me know. On launch, exchange bricks or fiat for portfolio NFTs. Okay, almost redundant there. Securely store your portfolio NFT in your MB wallet. Yet again, earn rental yield from your portfolio NFT, so you're earning essentially APY if you don't know what the yield is. Track your portfolio and NFT performance over time. They have an NFT exchange. Browse the exchange for MyBricks NFTs. List your MyBrick NFTs for sale on exchange. So not only can you invest in a portfolio and get yield on it based off of the properties that are in that portfolio that they're offering to you, you are also able to sell it, if I'm not mistaken, list MyBricks NFTs. So yeah, so I'm assuming the portfolio is going to be an NFT. And once you are satisfied with your yield, you could dump that portfolio and swap it out for another one. I don't want to say swap it out, but essentially sell it and maybe get back into another portfolio, right? To be more liquid. Because let's say they have like, let's say 10 portfolios, right? And you get the first one, and it's the first one, and you ride it all the way up, right? Well, everyone's going to want that one, but then they have a new one coming in, but it's for, you know, heavy investors, right? Well, you would probably have that fund because you got in early. You would have the money to invest in the heavy investor VC portfolio number 10, right? So you sell the first one because you're early adopter, get that cash, and then you go ahead and you're playing with the big boys and the big girls. So keep that in mind. Make offers to buy NFTs from other users. Okay, so it's almost like an order book, right? It's like, hey, I only want to spend this much, or I want to sell it for this much, and that's it, you know, end of days, happy days. So going down here, the fundamentals. A token with utility, bricks, which gives you access to the portfolios as well as the whole technology and the protocol. Locked liquidity for 266 years, which we discussed. Audited by CertiK, we discussed. Team with a face, so they actually have the pictures up there with names and professional biographies, so that if anything goes wrong, you know who to find and well, you go hunt them down. Holders get perks. So this is what we're going about. We're passionate about bricks, token holders who join us on this journey. If you hold over 50,000 bricks, you're in with a chance of winning 6 luxury weekend stays just for holding bricks. So it's essentially a lottery here, it seems like. So you hold 50,000 bricks, you're in with a chance of winning 6 luxury weekend stays just for holding bricks. So I'm assuming they're going to have some kind of luxurious property somewhere in the world, and you're going to be put in a raffle. And then if you're picked up, I'm assuming based off your wallet address, or your app address, because they're coming out with the app, you will be qualified, or you will have a chance of winning pretty much, what is it, about a month and a half of just luxury stays in some fancy swanky little place, right? So you may, if you're interested in that, you may want to get 55,000 bricks, right? Because you need 1,000 for portfolios, which the first portfolio is going to have 1,000 bricks, I think, for entry cost. And then you just keep some for getting back your investment, right? Because we all know this is going to go banging up to the moon. So we suggest here at DigiFox Labs, maybe you want to get 55,000 because one, you need 50,000 for this luxury weekend stay if you're interested in that. So if you are interested in that, you need 50,000 bricks. Then you get $1,000, which is actually roughly around 50,000 bricks, mind you. So then you get 1,000 bricks, right? Misspoke earlier. Get 1,000 bricks, and that'll enter or give you your ticket to get access to a portfolio, if I'm not mistaken. Please give me a thumbs up if you're on the MyBricks team and I cock this up. Sorry, give me a thumbs down in that case if I cock it up. If I said it correctly, give me a thumbs up. So, and why do I say you need the extra 4,000? Well, you may forget about it. They're going to have other portfolios, which you may not be, 100% ingrained in MyBricks and this protocol because you have other investment stuff and you have life and you're probably having a normal job, 9 to 5 or 7 to 7, right? Who knows, right? So it's good to have extra bricks on standby. Now, if that's not you, if you don't care about this, if you don't care about having massive amounts of bricks for portfolios and you just want to like dibble dabble into some of them, that's fine. But be sure once the bricks goes up, because I can promise you it will go up, and I will show you why it's going to go up because no one else is doing this. With that in mind, take out your initial investment. Once it starts going up, take out your initial investment, and then you have house money. You have free bricks, right? If you invested $100 and it goes up 10x, that's $1,000. take out your initial investment out. In fact, I would say take out your initial investment that you put in, if it goes up 10x, and double it. So take out 200, right? Take out $200 and keep $800 in bricks. And that way it's free money to play with. Why do I say that? Take your initial investment out, and then you have $100 to treat yourself. You know, give yourself a pat on the back. Because if you don't treat yourself, what you have to treat yourself. It's not giving like a trophy, you know. And I'm only saying $100. I'm not saying take out the whole thing, but you know, take out $100 and you know, buy yourself a meal, buy yourself a champagne bottle. You know, saying that, oh yeah, good job, I bought myself a house, or at least a portion of it, right? So that's just what we do here at DigiFox Labs. Always treat ourselves. Registered UK company. So they will be a registered UK company. MyBricks Finance has been formally registered. Apologies. They are a registered UK company. So they are part of a Western a country that is fully developed. So it's nothing like, you know, like a project that's being created out in who knows where, in some unknown country that most populations don't even know or haven't even been to. So it's the UK. You can head over to Companies House and check for yourself. So they are a registered company in the UK. So with that being said, that explains exactly why you need KYC. So that's good to go. The tokenomics created with long-term sustainability. I'm not going to play any of these videos. I did pass one up. I believe this is the CEO here, if I'm not mistaken, or some bigwig there. Scrolling further down. Bricks distribution on launch. Holders property fund 24%. Locked liquidity 20%. Team allocation 6%, which is actually quite low. Private ICO 42%. So that's actually quite a bit right there. That's almost half. And then you have team allocation. So you have the team allocation ICO with half of the distributions on launch. That would make this very volatile. But if you get in early, the swings may not impact your yield as far as the gains. So the earlier you get in, the better, right? So keep that in mind. I'm not saying this is a bad project, but all I'm saying is that's something that you need to be focused on, okay? You know, half of the liquidity, half of the distribution is going to individuals that will want to take profits. The team allocation, you cannot blame them for not wanting to take profits when it goes mooning. Private ICOs, you cannot blame them for taking profits. That just needs to be in the back of your head. So the earlier you get in, the better. So you need to have a far out look, you know, in the crypto space. Probably that's like what, 30 days. No, you definitely need to keep that in the back of your mind, so that if you see, oh, we're going up 100% and then you come crashing down 60%, well, that's because they took profits, you know, and you can't blame them. You know, they have to, they created this, so you know, give them a pat on the back. Let them treat themselves, you know. Valuable holders perks. What do we get for holding 50,000 bricks? Be in with a chance of winning 6 luxury weekend stays just for holding bricks. Watch the video opposite to learn more. Okay, so you could go ahead and do that. I don't want to make this a 1-hour video, just giving you information and essentially replaying a video that is here for you to click once you're interested in doing so. Asset-backed redistribution for holders. This is token redistribution with actual utility. 24% of tokens have been allocated for the property holders fund and have been split into 12 individual wallets that contain 2% each. These wallets are to be sold to high net individuals so that we can start investing. So what's it saying? They have 12 wallets with 20 million bricks each, totaling what? That's 200, roughly around over 200 million bricks. So they may tap, let's see here, who are they going to tap? Is it Cardone or Robert Kiyosaki? Or, you know, all these real estate moguls, they may want to tap the Mr. Wonderful, right? They may want to tap on the shoulder and be like, oi, look, I've got this project here. Would you want to invest? This is what you get right here. You get this. And they may say, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll invest. Yeah, thank you very much. So then they're looking for 12 individuals to invest. And why is that? Well, they need a portfolio, right? They need houses. So they probably want at least like 10 houses in a portfolio, or maybe even less. Or maybe not even houses. Maybe like I said, hotels. Maybe a casino. Ooh, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Or maybe like land, you know, historic land, or maybe beachfront property. Who knows what, you know? So they are still looking for investors. So when you see these individuals dump the token, not completely dump, but take profits, know that some of them very well may be buying back in with this. Possibility, far-fetched out, potentially, but who knows. Go into the white paper. I believe they said everything on the front page, which is brilliant. The vision, so, you know, every company needs a vision and a mission and stuff like that. We're just going to keep going through. After much consideration by the team at the start of the project, we knew that we would need a break to journey into 2 key phases. Okay, they have phase 1, initial property portfolio, and MARBRICS rental platform. Oh, here we go. Rental platform. MARBRICS platform key features being built in P1. So it's pretty much everything that we stated, believe it or not. This will give us capital needed to purchase. Yep. 6 to 4 properties that will make up the first initial portfolio. Right. I must be a magician or something. The plan for P1 is to liquidate 24% of the BRICS tokens currently secured in the 12 wallets in an over-the-counter trade to a small number of large investors. What is over-the-counter? Meaning that they have them in a wallet and they're going to go face-to-face in a board meeting or maybe at a coffee shop and discuss how much this wallet is. Oops. Oh no, that's not good, is it? Oops. Oh no, I'm gonna mess that one up. There we go. Okay, scrolling back down. See, I gotta keep it real, gotta keep it raw. So the plan for P1 is to liquidate 24%. So what does this mean? So they are selling one of the 12 wallets, or maybe a portion, maybe like 2 or 3 of them, to an individual. So it's going to be a legitimate cash fiat exchange. In return, not only do they give them access to BRICS business model, or maybe the business itself, but they also give them the wallet holding 20 million BRIC tokens. And the reason they do this is because they do not want, let me actually scratch what I said earlier. They may not want the exchanges to show that they're dumping or show that the token is dumping, because in reality, even though a transaction was made, they're not going through a DEX or they're not going to go through a centralized exchange. It is literally no different than exchanging, exchanging like a jersey for a trading card, right? It's no different than that. It's literally changing a Pokemon card for a, let's say, a Yu-Gi-Oh card, right? So that's essentially what it is. And they're doing that to actually have fiat currency, because that's how you buy real estate. Actually, you don't buy it with Bitcoin, at least most of the time anyway, right? They're doing that to get fiat to buy properties. So know that the first portfolio is going to have 4 to 6 properties in it. That's interesting. Interesting. That yield will be redistributed to all BRIC holders during phase 1. So there is a potential that all of this is not going to be automated. You still need someone literally clicking and transferring fiat to crypto, and from crypto to fiat, in order for you to get your distributions of BRICS, or the yield that you're looking for. So keep that in mind. Is that a positive? Either or, really. Like, it depends. Like, if this is a legitimate great company down the road and ends up being like the standard for how things like this are met, then yeah, it is, because they're first mover. They got a monopoly going on. If not, well then, oops. That's the risk you take, right? Let's see. Scrolling down here. Purpose. We all know what the purpose is. It's for yields and to own portions of real estate. Phase 1 will take 4 to 6 months. Okay, keep that in mind. So like we said, it's still well into 2022. We plan for each portfolio to be a collection of 4 to 6 attractive short-term rental properties that generate high yield for portfolio owners. Okay, so, and if you're interested in real estate in the housing market, you really need to be involved with this. I highly recommend it. The contract will be an NFT, which we discussed. Time frame. Phase 2 will take an estimated, let's just call it a year. MARBRICS portfolio platform key features, NFT secondary market, the BRICS token, which is 1 billion tokens, team allocation, which we already discussed and they showed. So a lot of this is a little bit redundant with a little bit of details here and there. And here's everything that they've accomplished on the roadmap. Scrolling down, phase 1, almost complete. Phase 2. Well, phase 2 is March 2022. Oh, look at that. Isn't that what I said? End of Q1, early Q2 of 2022. So that's the time frame. So in December, so they're almost done with that. It probably is going to get pushed with everything that's been going on. But, at the same time, it's estimates. Nothing is finalized. Plus, with COVID and everything like that, in the lockdowns that the UK is having, I'm sure it's difficult. And that's the genius behind here. Scrolling down, our CEO has built a network of 27,000 trades, professionals, and connections in the property supply chain over the past 8 years. So, as you can see, here's the team. The CEO, is that the Mr. Sleeve arm right there? That's the Mr. Sleevey. All right, there we go. I want to be Steve Jobs right there. Badass Steve Jobs, rather. So scrolling down, these are the individuals. If you want to go on the LinkedIn or Google them, there is a face with the name, and the face and name are connected to this project here. And they have quite a lot of people working for them. So, Telk Alchemy, help technology-focused startups formulate. Okay, so it's a startup company. Okay, so this is the white paper on my bricks. Scrolling down over here. Oh, that's the white paper yet again. So, why are we so bullish on this? Well, it's real estate, you know. Well, I don't understand. Oh, it's MoonPay. So the on-ramp is MoonPay. There you go. So, not ramp. So, think about this, right? If you have ever invested in REITs on the stock market, if you've ever invested in some kind of real estate, or if you are your typical, like, let me buy a house because they only go up in value, but you have to worry about plumbing, you have to worry about roofing, you have to worry about your lawn, you have to worry about the garage working, the doors, leaks, electrical issues, mold issues. You don't have to do any of that now. You know, you just invest in this and let it do its thing, right? Rental properties. And I could tell you, based off of what we've seen here, I could tell you, guess what? Rental properties are going to go through the moon. They are, because people are buying houses, at least in North America, are buying houses, and frankly, they can't afford it. You know, it's just low interest rates, and they want to lock in that, and they'll figure out how to make the money later on. That's not how you go about it. So there is a potential that maybe there's a housing market issue coming on. I mean, hello, Evergrande? Anybody? Knock, knock, knock. So go ahead, claim your 1,000 bricks. Hurry up before the price goes up. And speaking of price, on CoinGecko, let's just refresh this because I've been on here chatting for a little bit. 42%. Did you just see that? 42%. Unbelievable. So, should you FOMO in? I don't know, but I'm just going to be 100 with you, okay? Check this out. Let's go over here to overview. 30 days. See that? They reached the bottom. See that? That was the bottom literally 2 days ago. And that's full time. So, you have right here 0.01 cent. 0.01 cent. It touched this. This is the 1 cent area is your support line. Draw an imaginary line along the 1 cent mark, right? It's not going below that. At least not anytime soon. Its next, let's see here. I'm assuming its next resistance is going to be around the 2 cent, maybe even like 0.025 area. But I would just go with 2 cents. Immediately 2 cents. So at one point in September, it was 3 cents, 3.5 cents, 3.5 cents, billion tokens, trading volume, 130,000. Market cap is very low, probably, right? I'm assuming, like, let's see here. I mean, if you got, I mean, it's very low. It has to be. It has to be low. So, why are we bullish, and why are we saying, you know, maybe it's not too bad of a time to FOMO or dollar cost average in? Well, look, we discussed this earlier, right? Proppy. 100 million tokens, $1.40. Market cap, $80 million. Max. This is proppy. This is real estate on the blockchain. Not portfolio-wise, but owning property, using the blockchain for transactions in real estate. At one point, it reached, what was that, $3? $3. I'm not counting this really because that was, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Recently, we saw a, $3, $4 proppy price. Do I think it could get that price, bricks? I believe so. I believe so. If not, half of it. $1 is very feasible. Very feasible. So if this is 8 million market cap, and bricks is unknown really, according to CoinGecko, imagine, like, do you really think it's difficult to get to $1? Do you really think so? I don't. Not at all. It has utility. Plus, not to mention, you're getting yield. You're getting yield. It's like staking your tokens, and it's backed by real estate. Ha, ironic. So keep that in mind. But that's what we're going on about. 100% bullish. And yet again, for the second time, full disclosure, we did take a position in MyBricks. We are going to try and use the yield, the portfolio, and get involved with that. I don't know how much, if there's going to be a cap. You know what? MyBricks, if you listen to this, the devs, go ahead and leave a comment in the section below. And my question is there going to be a cap on each portfolio? Meaning, like, can like 100 people only partake in the first portfolio, or is it unlimited? How is that going to work? I'm sure you have it on your website, but as you see, I just ran right through it. I don't want to make this 1 to 2 hours on YouTube because, frankly, my throat will hurt. So, with that said, happy days, happy tradings, and good luck to you all.